radio, television journalist, familiar to many in northern Arizona, is remembered in a way that will help future reporters.
And a downtown resident passed away during her walk home last week. We have an update ahead.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm community anchor Jan Petrie.
And I'm student anchor Sierra Ferguson. Thank you for joining us.
An innocent night downtown turned tragic when one middle-aged woman did not make it home.
NAZ Today's Amani Payne looks further into what caused this death and how perhaps it could have been avoided.
Right here is where EMTs found the woman's body lying unresponsive early Wednesday morning. She was found on the side of the road at this very intersection. 56-year-old Sylvia Christensen was found dead on a city sidewalk just a short distance from her own home after partying with friends in downtown Flagstaff. Eyewitnesses report that she was walking home around 2 a.m. the morning of the incident and was clearly under the influence. Flagstaff Fire Captain Bill Morse explains why alcohol and weather exposure can be detrimental.
When we consume alcohol, it dilates blood vessels. It gives us sometimes a sense of feeling warmer, but in essence, we tend to lose body heat a lot faster. And as we all know, it can affect our judgment quite a bit the more we drink.
The official cause of death has yet to be determined, but Captain Morris says the human body just isn't meant to deal with sub-zero temperatures. For NAZ Today with videographer Mason Agnew, I'm Imani Payne.
Native American television reporters are few and far between. In hopes of increasing the numbers of Native American journalists, NAU is reaching out with a special workshop, all in memory of Andy Harvey, a multimedia journalist who graduated from NAU and became a well-known reporter throughout the state. NAZ Today reporter Kaylee Emery sat down with two people who played a significant role in Andy's life.
Getting Native Americans involved in live media and journalism can be a challenge. In hopes of involving more Native young people in broadcasting, Northern Arizona University, along with Gannett and Channel 12 in Phoenix, are sponsoring a summer workshop. The workshop is named for Andy Harvey, a Navajo graduate of NAU who worked as a multimedia journalist for Channel 12 in Phoenix. Joining me now is Andy Harvey's sister, Andrea Harvey, and Channel 12 News Director, Mark Casey. Thank you so much for joining me.
Good to be here.
Good to be here.
So to start things off, this is an important step for people's voice to be heard in Native Americans. And Mark, can you tell me about the workshop and Channel 12's involvement?
Well, the workshop's been going for a couple of years, and we got involved heavily this year to kind of create a lasting legacy for Andy Harvey. Andy was a Navajo Native American journalist who worked at KNAZ here in Flagstaff and also at Channel 12 in Phoenix. And Andy's mission was to be on television so that Native Americans could see that it's possible.
That's great. So, Andrea, can you tell me, I mean, I've heard so much about Andy being such an outgoing and fun person. What did it mean to him being a reporter?
I remember back in high school, he took communications and he fooled around with, played around with the cameras and kind of got familiar with it. And I think he wanted, as being Native American, he wanted our voices to be heard. He had a passion for writing and just hoping that more young people would, get into journalism, because a lot of Native Americans are pretty shy.
So then, as he's inspiring young people year after year, how does it feel knowing that his legacy is going to live on as part of this workshop?
It's very an honor. It's for us, our family. He touched so many lives and inspired a lot of people, young people mostly. And I think, I remember back at home, people would say, I remember I seen you on TV. It's great. It's nice to see a Navajo on television. And he was proud of his culture. And I think it's for us, the family. We're just, we're very proud of his accomplishments, and all I can say is just, I'm just shocked, and I'm just, just thankful and for how Channel 12, how everything was put together, and it was unexpected. So.
Well, thank you so much for both of you guys joining me this morning. And this workshop will be held this summer at NAU for Native Americans. The cost is free and registration will be during spring semester.
entrepreneur creates one-of-a-kind gifts.
And NAZ Today raises money to help victims of Typhoon Haiyan. We'll be right back.
I've tried all kinds of TV services. The phone company wasn't cutting it, so I cut them. Spotty satellite? Nah, that dish wasn't appetizing. But the all-new Suddenlink? It comes with free HD and a picture so sharp it makes real life look lame. Now I have up to 300 channel choices, earloads of digital music, 10,000 on-demand titles, and new TiVo Stream that turns my tablet into a TV and lets my DVR take road trips. I've seen the future of TV, and the future is easy.
Welcome back. With only 8 days left to complete your holiday shopping, it may be kind of difficult to find a unique gift. But NAZ Today's Emily Kane is about to introduce us to one local woman who creates and sells handmade presents. She turned her passion for crafting into a successful side job despite her busy life as a mom.
Meet Anne-Marie. She's a local mom of 2, a Zumba instructor, and has recently turned her passion for crafting into a growing side business.
So I make handmade accessories, so anything from moms and babies and stuff that I've used with my own kids, and also things like jewelry and makeup bags and scarves and basically everything in between.
Crafting is more than just creating and selling accessories. She also considers it a necessary part of her daily life.
If you're having a really bad day, you're frustrated, or the kids are driving me nuts, it's just fun to kind of sit down and either crochet or sew or just kind of get some creative juices flowing, and that just makes me feel a lot better.
The inception of Anne-Marie's handmade accessory line, 3 Ring Designs, began with the gift of her first sewing machine.
About a year and a half ago, I wanted to get a sewing machine because I wanted to make a headband or something. Like, I'd never sewn before, and my husband was like, you don't need a whole sewing machine. And my mom, she always has supported me doing crafting things, and so she's bought me a sewing machine, and my husband's like, you're so spoiled, I can't believe you got a whole sewing machine just to make one headband. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna learn how to sew. And so just to kind of prove him wrong, I decided to teach myself and got on YouTube and figured out how to sew, and then it kind of just has morphed. This summer I decided, I should try maybe an artisan market just to see what people think about my stuff that I've been working on, and I had really good feedback and just kind of took off from there. And in the last 5 months it's just kind of exploded, and way more quickly than I could have ever imagined.
As a mom, Anne-Marie is always on the go. But balancing these 2 lives is mutually beneficial for her and her family.
It's the greatest job, yet the hardest job I could have ever thought possible. But it's really cool also because my son, he's 3, so he sees me sewing and doing things like that. So he'll want to grab one of my crochet hooks and it's like, I want to crochet, Mommy. So I'm hoping as he gets bigger, he's going to really want to, crochet with me and learn how to sew and things like that. So it's fun to kind of find a balance, but usually it's once I put them to bed at like 8, 9 o'clock is when I can finally get some stuff done, so then I never sleep. But it's okay, it's worth it, it's still fun.
Anne-Marie loves what she does and believes that everyone should have their own creative outlet.
If anybody ever just was curious about trying something creative, whether it's like painting, crocheting, knitting, anything, just totally go for it because it really is a good outlet and it's a stress reliever. So I encourage people to do creative things.
She currently is selling her stylish work at local artisan markets and craft bazaars, along with her online Etsy store, where she also accepts custom orders. For NAZ Today, I'm Emily Kane.
We would like to thank everyone who took the time to help raise money for victims of Typhoon Haiyan. Diners loosened their belts and their purse strings for a meal at Chili's last week to support NAZ Today students and their efforts. The $200 raised will go to the Red Cross to help provide food, water, housing, and medical care. Plenty of snow and sunshine. Is that snow going to last much longer? Meteorologist Lee Bourne has your forecast coming up, and he'll let us know if we're getting any more.
A Flagstaff tradition puts locals in a holiday mood. Stay with us.
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
Keep up with NAZ Today by adding us on Facebook, following our Twitter account @NAZ Today, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Stay connected with us no matter where you are.
All right, feeling downright balmy and snow melting fast. The temperatures getting into the low 50s across the Flagstaff region today. You got to go all the way back to December 2nd to find a warmer day. 42 is the average for this time of year. And of course, it's been very cold around here the last couple of weeks with high temperatures struggling to even get out of the 30s. 63 is the record high for this day. And we're going to actually see temperatures get close to record type temperatures here over the next couple of days. Let's talk about what's happening. Here we are in Arizona. Some high cloud cover periodically moving through, and that's all kind of getting pinwheeled in. There's an area of weak low pressure out in the Pacific, and notice all this kind of high cirrus clouds coming in over the Pacific, and we'll deal with that the next couple days. Periodic high cloud cover making for a partly cloudy day. Very strong high pressure is anchored across western United States, and that's going to stay there through Wednesday. Temperatures are going to warm around here the next couple days. Mid-upper 50s forecast for us here in Flagstaff, near 80 down across the desert. In Sacramento today, temperatures are getting up around 80 degrees. It was 26 this morning in Sacramento, a 50-degree plus temperature swing from the early morning low until what's happening out there this afternoon. So temperatures are going to warm under this high pressure. It's going to begin to break down here as we get into later portion of the week, and that's all due to this storm system you see up in the Gulf of Alaska. This is going to become a strong storm by about Thursday time frame after it starts to sink down and sag down the west coast. Thursday we're looking for increasing clouds, cooler temperatures, strong winds, and then it looks like it's going to move through on Friday time frame, but well to the south. It looks like it's going to move through northern Mexico. So the main precipitation is going to be across the southern portion of the state. A bullseye of nearly an inch across our southern border. And then this green, darker green area, that's forecast models saying around 1/2 of an inch to 1/4 inch to 1/2 an inch of precipitation. But here north of the Mogollon Rim, we're generally less than 1/4 inch. Snow levels will be high as the storm system dives very far south. Snow levels will be about 6,500, 7,000 feet. Moves in Friday, late morning, midday, and it looks like with the warm nature of the storm coming through in the middle of the day, snow totals will be rather light, but some pretty decent rain for the desert locations. Overnight tonight, some of that high cloud cover I talked about with an early morning low of 22 degrees. Tomorrow, some more periodic high cloud cover, and we'll call it a sunny and warm day, relatively warm, I guess, here for us after the temperatures we've been having. Here's a look at those statewide temperatures. 69 in Sedona and 67 Prescott, 77 in Phoenix for Tuesday, and temperatures remain warm, as I mentioned, through Wednesday. Breezy with the onset of the storm on Wednesday, on Thursday I should say, cooler, and then a little bit of snow on Friday and the winter solstice on Saturday. Quick look at your Sedona forecast. Very lovely temperatures here as we make our way through the week with a little bit of rain in the forecast on Friday.
And Friday, you say we're going to see some snow, but the hig's going to be 55? How does that work?
No, tomorrow's 55. Friday the high was 40. Maybe you were just looking at Sedona.
Oh, I was looking at Sedona. I apologize for that, but I'm going to be traveling out of town, and certainly other people will too, moving ahead for Christmas. Any problems there?
You know, this storm system, once it's out of here, it's quick. It's out of here by Friday evening. We're right back at it with high pressure and very calm weather, it looks like, through the end of the year.
Good traveling weather then. Yeah. That works for most of us.
Excellent. Well, we've got a great local story to leave you with this evening. Thousands of luminarias lined over 2 miles of a residential area in northwest Flagstaff. Now, passerby walk and drove through the streets listening to a neighborhood band, hearing youthful voices singing carols at a living nativity scene and absorbing the spirit of the season. Traditionally, luminarias lit the pathway leading to the local Catholic church for midnight mass. Today, it's a 30-year-old tradition of neighbors reaching out to the community.
Very nice. That's up in your neighborhood?
That's my neighborhood. I put out 125 luminarias
Very
yesterday.
Cool.
Jen participated.
I know how to fold those bags and put in the cinders and do the whole thing. And the great thing is, I mean, it's actually getting close to 40 years that that's been going on.
Wow.
So it's been a wonderful thing.
Been in that neighborhood almost that long. No, just kidding.
No, I haven't. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Take care, have a good evening, and we'll see you here tomorrow.